video done by Kim Iverson and The Hill, and that was going into how, and they plainly admitted that there's going to be a second civil war. They did a survey, and over 52% of Americans agreed on both sides that they felt like it was going to be a second civil war.
And a lot of those Americans are preparing for that with the provisions and shit.
Yep.
Hey, and then you know that it's federal. I believe it is a executive order for them to take over, like people that's hoarding and shit.
Yep.
That's a fucking federal law.
Yeah, it
that.
is.
Like, you can't
It is.
fucking hoard. We can come in and take that shit. And so, what do you think that's gonna lead to? Like, oh my cold Debbie, you know, you know, that's gonna lead to evil. And you come to my door, I'm shooting somebody. Somebody be shot.
I got something for you.
I got something for you. Yeah, good.
Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes?
And that's a prophecy. Civil War.
Yep.
Isaiah 19.
And if I may, real quick, a report came out that the American government, they determined that they won't be able to get into these cities when the urban warfare cracks off because of how they're set up. These streets are so fucking clogged up and so congested that they're not going to be able to. Just look when there's a traffic jam and there's a gang of cars. Ain't no military vehicles getting in there.
Right.
They're going to start
Unless they
out, man.
bulldoze
It's going to be a bloodbath. They said they're just going to be able to come in and clean up the dead bodies.
Hey, and that's beautiful because it tells you in another place, it said the pestilence and the famine is within, but the sword is without. So the reason that they built these highways in the 1950s under that dude Eisenhower wasn't for people driving, leaving the beaver and shit going to work. No, they built them for military use. That's why they so wide for tanks.
Hey, bro, hey, my father's siblings, they were playing on the 10 freeway, bro. When back in the early 50s and 60s, they lived off of Prince George, Washington, and they were building on the 10 freeway. But my parents, my father's siblings were playing on the 10 freeway while it was being built. So that's telling you they're cramming everything in.
Yep.
Everything's being crammed in for you people to go to them.
Yep.
Yes.
They get the highway system from Nazi Germany. Am I not mistaken?
I
Right?
believe so.
The idea of a highway, and what's Nazi Germany known for? Hoarding people up and sending them to a concentrated environment, man.
That's why, man, look in these cities, man, all the construction going on the streets, they build islands.
Yep.
Like on Telegram, one of my buddies, all from, was that Rosemead up to like fucking Oregon,
And those islands are rich. They constrict movement.
Right.
I'm just peeping it too now.
Yeah.
It's
It's a lot in Long Beach.
Bugged out on east side, and
Yeah.
the fucking military gonna be right down the middle.
Just think about everything that was built in this place was for that purpose. Think about your high school you went to. Why is it that all these schools is built like concentration camps?
Yep. They got bars and shit.
Yeah. I remember.
High gates.
I'm saying I remember in high school I was playing ball in high school. We went to fucking Washington out here. That motherfucker like a straight penitentiary.
Washington prep.
Yeah, like a straight penitentiary.
Hey, prison play.
Stars on the windows and shit.
Yeah, they showed you that. That was what the used to be.
It's not like that in the South.
When they put them in the borders, that was a fucking
Lusinger High School looks
goddamn
like a...
Hogwarts.
Yeah, you got all those classrooms on different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of these high schools got basements and stuff as well.
They do.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, and can somebody look up the line in the sand? I forget who it was who did that to Antiochus, that damn demon. One of the Roman generals and shit. Wrote the line in the sand and said, "Your ass move out this line through." That's what he is doing right now. He's fucking closing. You in the apostle went into that. It's going into 70 AD when they mounting the trench around you. But they doing it again.
Yep.
They're Rome again. So they're not playing with you people. They told you straight out, hey, we ain't gonna put no food coming in until everybody maxes it. Until everybody fucking gets down with the glory of Rome, or you're gonna die.
And
That's how they gonna start talking.
That's beautiful because this whole time you people have been under the strong illusion that you're free.
Right.
The government wouldn't do that, or we could just band together and they can't control us all. But you're sadly mistaken.
Hey,
Now the ones that they can't control is the men of the Lord. They can't control us, man. We
But
gotta
for
be
you
down.
average citizens, people who believed in this
Be,
system, don't trust in the Lord, you're done. There's no hope for you.
Right.
No hope. Go ahead.
Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes?
Hey, the people gonna eventually get to that. Like, should we just die? Fuck the vaccinated did, but yet the vaccinated motherfuckers gonna be the main ones in the concentration. I got by the first place, nigga, my third. You fucking still in cage. And they like looking at you like you stupid motherfucker. Throw you a damn saltine.
You stupid for taking the first shot. Then you taking the second shot, then the third shot.
Hey,
I want to feel safe.
hey, like you said it last week. I just need to take 3 jabs.
And they said you can mix them now. Now you can mix the light drink with the dark drink.
Hey,
They did
That's
say
what
that.
happens when I.
They did say that.
That's what they do it for you damn people, man.
Mix and match.
They want you to mix and match, huh? Like Legos and shit.
He sound like shots
Go
on
ahead,
Shots for everybody. Shots for everybody.
Shots for everybody.
Both we and our land.
No, read that part again. Con.
Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes? Both we and our land.
Buy us.
Okay. It says, buy us and our land for bread.
Woo! Buy us our land for bread. You know what? Read it again.
It says, buy us and our land for bread.
Now, this is when Joseph bought the people and the land was transferred over to Pharaoh. Now the lands is already controlled by these elites. You people ain't had the land since forever, man. Since really the Civil War. That's when Esau really still had the land. They took the land from Gad, put it on paperwork, and then when the Civil War broke out, the federal government took all the land. And it became the United States of Babylon. Because before that, it was the Confederate States of fucking Union. Now you look at that movie, Lincoln, it goes all the way into that. That dude was damn diabolical. But he got it up. Damn. And he was a Democrat, right? He was
Yeah,
a Democrat.
he was a Republican.
Republican, man. But hey,
More tolerable towards
hey, for niggas. Like, for niggas, though. But
And we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh.
both we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh because it's what's it, the executive order that they can make labor brigades and shit. They already took over the land, they can take over the gas, control everything. Then they have the people. You people are patent now. All you people that got finessed. And then those that ain't finessed, you still owned by the government because you got a fucking social security number. You are owned. You are a slave. You are nothing. Oh, didn't that demon Klaus Schwab say you have nothing? That's it. That's the devil, man. And this happened during the time of Egypt. So they said we ain't got nothing else. Buy us and our lands. Take our bodies. So our people, these people gonna give up their body to chip. That's gonna be the ultimate thing. And can a brother get quickly? Sirach 27.
Salaki, that's going into that choose this day, pretty much who you worship, you know?
Hey,
Who you serve and worship.
that's it. And then you had the charisma, man. It's a cutting into your flesh. It's the brothers always say it, the oil, right? But it is a what oil? It's not a physical like past. It's like a digital. Like now you are a digital fucking slave, and you being tracked and monitored the whole time. Just like in the ancient world, when you got an oil or through your ear, you told your master, I want to be your servant forever. So our people, when they get that, they pretty much telling Eve, we want you to be our master forever. We don't want the Lord to reign over us. So the Lord's gonna make a clear difference. We gonna have the market of exemption, and they gonna have another market. Strong man.
And give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate.
Now this is what they gonna do for these people that get to RFID. They gonna make them live okay. And you gonna live the way you wanna live. But yet it's gonna be a fucking countdown to the destruction for these people. There's a wrath is set over them. Then these military troops gonna come in as madmen sparing numbers, still spoiling and shit like those that fear the Lord. But the Lord's gonna give them a field day on the people that betrayed him. They're gonna be hunted down, they're gonna be put in detention centers, they're gonna be tortured, they're gonna be hunted down, they're gonna be killed, they got hollow tip bullets for you, they just gonna leave your body out here to rot. It's it's gonna be very bad. Yeah, that's that it. I got that. Go ahead, bring that out. So that's where the people got to when the famine. This is barely the second year of the famine. There's 5 more years of famine, and this happened in the past. And they had grain. It was in Egypt. The Pharaoh's like, don't come to me and cry to me. Go to Joseph. And they was like, we ain't got nothing else left. Buy us our lands. We only have our lands and our bodies. Buy us. So that's what the people won't get to. Like, shit, man. Because they already want to be a fucking slave anyway.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of these niggas got the juicy juice to be a fucking slave. But it's going to get to a point like, they going to be like, that nigga, what's the dude playing on the Panthers and shit, the quarterback. Cam Newton, this clown, man. Newton, Fig Newton and shit. He went down there like, he sold his body out.
Right.
When you fucking about to break down in like a year, he ain't even know nothing. Your ass is just a free agent. I was juiced up, free agent.
He's the new Colin Kaepernick.
Through. Go ahead,
This is Luke 21 and 25.
man.
And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
Hey, so what more does the Lord have to do to show his people that he's here?
Man.
Hey, he is here. He has his heralds out there to bring forth his coming. Though you did not hear it, it's been told you, man. You see the signs in the heavens. Dumbasses out there with their little solar glasses and shit. Know what the fuck. This has never happened before at this major scale. That's
Right.
a sign of the signs. Blood moon, super moon, wolf moon, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, chariots. And what do they call them now? They call them UAPs. Unidentified aerial phenomena. Come on, like you ain't never seen this before. So what is, something would tell you like something's not right. The volcanoes fucking erupting, it's tsunamis, typhoons, flooding, locusts attacking places, the Dead Sea turned to blood. Come on, man. So many signs, but our people still, these people don't see.
It's like people walking around with that mask on is a major
That's a
sign.
sign.
That's like, what the hell? That should be like,
Like, was there ever been a world fucking pandemic to shut shit down ever? Fuck out of here, man.
Bro, like this first thing cracked off. I was asking people at work. I said, so you've been walking without a mask for however long you've been here on the planet Earth, but they tell you to wear a mask and you just like what you always say.
We got say it. You will go back into
That's
the
right.
mask in which you hate, my brother, and you will wear it until you love it and die in it.
That's right.
You won't be dead.
that's right.
That's it. Dead
They gonna be like, is that him?
And the greasiest sword. Cancerous sword.
Cancerous sword, man.
Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars.
And in the stars.
And upon the earth, distress of nations.
So what's being seen in the heavens is mirrored on the earth. Like the signs in the heavens is letting you know that the end is manifest. Right. Like and every ancient civilization knew that. Like shit, solar eclipse, like a change in the world. And shit, they seen a damn blood moon. Oh shit, they knew that's a sign. The heavens, gods. That is a time for change. Even these devils knew about the manifest destinies. They knew it. They like, it is from God that we shall take this land. It shall be our land. Even Gad knew, yeah, they gonna come and go as the leaves on the trees. As the change of seasons come, this man is gonna come to a white man. Esau Edom. So go ahead.
And upon the earth, distress of nations.
So upon the earth, distress of nations. Why they stress out? Supply chain loads, all these plagues going on. The earth is shut down. The men of the Lord is out there speaking. Yahweh Shemashai's name is in the earth. Fear and dread is gripped the people. It's distress upon the nations. And wars on the people. And when the distress gets too, you know, like it's too crazy,
Right.
you gotta go to war.
That's
man.
right.
When somebody feels threatened, they like, I take the guns out and shit, man. Go ahead,